Hello everybody and welcome to this Thanksgiving edition of Growl Louder Adventures. I am the Growl and Growl Louder Adventures, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of gratitude and get into two things that I'm extremely grateful for finding in my life, and that is metal detecting and sluicing. So what am I grateful for this year? I am grateful for perspective, really. And I'm grateful for the community that we're building here and the store we're building, the little workshop I built here. We got it rolling and we can finally start making things. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you, because if it wasn't for people watching these videos every week, I probably would be less inclined to make them, because I enjoy the adventures every day of my life. But if no one were to take the opportunity to enjoy them every Friday, I really wouldn't need to be making them. So without further ado, I want to wish you and yours a happy holidays, and let's get into this video. Alright, we got our first signal here. It's between a 73 and a 78, so we're going to check this one out and see what it is. We're getting close to it. It's a little bit deeper here. Should be able to see what it is in a minute. Wow, that's some really clay, chunky dirt there, some clay. Alright, I think we got it. It's a big old chunk of something. We mostly got it. Still hanging out a little bit down there. Whoa, there we go. Big old T-angle from a post of some sort. There's a big old chunk for you guys. Start off our hunt. On to the next one. Whew, look at that. Big old chunk with some clay in it. Alright guys, we are in the Growl Louder garage, and today we are going to be playing with my new cleanup sluice. So we got the Flower Gold Wizards Micro Gold Sluice. We've made a little contraption for it. Got a nice flow going there. We got the bilge pump going at the right rate. We got the little controller, and we're actually using my Milwaukee Tools battery because my battery is dead and I gotta go get a new one, but I really wanted to do this today because I have the dirt ready to go. So let's play with some dirt and see if we can find some gold using this new sluice. Alright guys, this is all of the concentrates that we've got so far this year in 60 mesh plus, so it's been sifted down so that it can go into the sluice. It says 50, but I accidentally went to 60, and you know, it happens. So we're going to run this down this sluice, and we'll give you guys the view in sluice vision while I'm pouring this stuff down, so you guys can tell me if there's any gold there, right? Alright, here we go. Ooh, there she goes. Who's going to win the race? Alright, I want to show you guys this. So when we were here at the beginning of the year, this was all like ripped up and it was all just wood laying around, but as you can see, nature's already starting to reclaim it. You can see a little bit further back, we go up this way. You guys can see down further past the tracks, it's still a little built up, but most of it's gone for the most part. So we got that big old chunky piece for our first find. Let's get it back into this playground and see what else we're going to dig up. Alright, we got our next signal here. We got a 33, 34 over by the swing set. It's probably going to be foil, but we're going to check it up because either way we're going to get it out of the ground, get rid of it, and move on. So let's check out the signal. Alright, we're going down. There it is, our foil. This time we were foiled. Next time might be jewelry. Gotta check them all, gotta dig them all. Let's go get the next one. Look at all that black sand in there. That's delicious, guys. That's what you want when you're out and about. Looks like there's some creeping up in the little... Here, let's make an adjustment here and see if it's gotta go together a little bit more. Nope, that's it. There is a little gap there. Okay. Alright. Sanding it down. It is taking a little bit to wash, but I wanted a low angle and I wanted it to go and take its time. Get at this real fine gold that'll be in here. I could see it in there, I just can't get it out. There we go. We'll let that clear out for a little bit. Looks like we got a little bit of a log jam there. Alright, we got a couple of surface thingies here. So like I said, we're out here cleaning the playgrounds out and seeing how much we can get out of them. So we got a piece of plastic here. We're going to just take that and we'll put that in our pockets. We'll throw that away. Someone's nasty cigarette butt. And Tree Huggers Grape Craft Cannabis Drink. Cool. Alright, we got our next signal. We got a mix of stuff here. For all the noise I was making, I certainly ain't hear nothing now. There it is. Alright, should be right down in here. Still down a little bit. Oh, it's right here. Bam! Railroad spike. Look at that. Kind of even her out a little bit maybe. They're coming down. You can see it's coming down real slow here. Probably should turn the pump up just a hair. I don't want to lose anything here. I don't want to go too fast and lose it. We'll give her a little bit of a oomph, a little push, a little bit. There we go, just a hair. It's starting to come down. You can see it's washing down now. And as you can see, it's leaving stuff in the ripples there. Some of that shiny stuff is going to be mica or fool's gold. There's plenty of that in the area where we were, so it was really difficult to identify some of the gold between the fool's gold at first glance without actually taking the time to pan it and look at it. Just coming down there, we'll give you guys a little sluice eye view. That's the other side. This is so we'll kind of, as it's going, we'll talk about the sluice. This is a controller from Amazon. This was a 1100 GPM bilge pump kit for $30 from Amazon. The wiring I fancied up myself. We got it hooked up to the battery there. We'll actually have a regular battery for that. And the next time we do this, you can see here all the black sands are getting deposited. We're gonna unhook this now. We want it to, I was afraid it wasn't gonna be under there, but I think it's fine. Should be good. Maybe we'll put a little weight in there on the bottom, keep it down there. We got anything close by? Nope. That'll be fine. We'll worry about it later. So yeah, it's getting about halfway down there. It's taking its time. Looks like it takes a minute. That's fine. This isn't supposed to be fast. There's nothing fast about prospecting for gold. And you can see down in the bottom there, you can see the mica, the shiny bits down in there. Oh, actually, you know, we can do this, right? I got everything closed? Yep. Okay. We can do this, right? And there's everything running off the end there. Alright, so let's get you guys back up here and we're gonna get ready to throw a couple more spoons down in there. Alright, we got our first high tone, so let's check this out. It's a 9192. Alright, it's right below us here. Directly below us, whatever it is. Move that out of the way. I think I just felt it. No, not yet. Down a little bit deeper. Still deeper. I didn't expect it to be this deep. There it is. Nice boat. Alright, let's close this guy up and move on. to all the unwanted sands to get out of there and leave us with the gold, right? Those black sands just sit right up on the top. They'll take some time to wash down. As long as they don't wash the gold down, we're good. I don't really see anything jumping out at me, but the ripples aren't aerating, so I think we're gonna have to turn up the speed. Should see movement and dancing inside the ripples on these, I believe. I believe it's the same for this one. Let's give her a little bit more oomph. I want to see some dancing in those ripples. Can't imagine the goal in it is to let all the black sand sit on top of the gold inside the ripples and then have to clean it out that way. I mean, you're going to have black sand in there, but you shouldn't be collecting all of it. Looks like we got some gold, real fine gold up in the corner right there. Alright, let's run this down. Oh yeah. We're getting somewhere. All of our black sands are washing down. We're going to slowly start getting some of this water and some of these light sands in there. Just real slow. Don't want to push too much down on there. Alright, we got a 65 signal here, so let's check this one out. Maybe we got ourselves our first nickel here. First change here at this park, actually. Alright, here we go. Oh, where's it hiding now? I'll dig a little spot right here. This is where we're hearing it. Alright, so it's not in the hole anymore. That is this. What is this? It must be just a piece of iron. Oh, it's an old bolt broken off. Another one. Well, it wasn't a nickel like we thought, but you know, maybe we're getting closer. On to the next find and let's see what it'll be. Alright, now we're going to start washing the pan down. Here, I'll turn it so you guys can see. We got a lot of dirt still up in there, so I'm just taking the water here and dropping it down. And we'll get our spoonfuls down there. Alright, we gotta start slowly bringing the water that's in here down. A little bit at a time. I'm gonna get at the rest of this little bit of dirt that's in there. Alright. There we go. So now we're gonna take our spoon and we're just gonna throw spoonfuls of water. Actually, probably use a bigger spoon, right? A bigger spoon like that. However, we're not going to go crazy with it. Kind of rinse the top here off. Alright. So our bin is empty now. Now I just need to let this run its course a little bit, I guess. Copernicus Ricky, will there be lots of gold in there? Is there going to be gold in there? Yeah, there's gold in there? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good boy. Alright, down. Alright. Alright, so we got the water's coming down. I'll give you guys a little bit of a view of the scene. I see some stuff in there. I see a lot of black sand in there. I see a little bit of gold. Tiny, 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 tiny bits. that's what this is for, right? So that we can just isolate the black sand in the tiny, tiny bits right there. Got a little bit of stuff hanging off the end here. So we will let that run for a few minutes and then we'll come back and see what's in the pan. All right, right next to our screw that we just dug up, we have found another signal. This one's a 89. This one's a little bit promising, so let's get down on top of it and see what we find. All right, a little bit in that direction here. All right, it's out, whatever it is. It should be right here. Oh, we got our first coin, guys. Looks like we got a dime here. Jefferson dime. This has got to be clad with the coloring on it. Oh, that is some really cool patina on it. Look at that coloring, guys. Look at that coloring on there. Alright, so we got our sands out of the sluice here. You can see them all nice there. The sluice itself, cleaned up. Really easy to clean up. Happy with it. We'll see what it's done for us, though. I do see that I got some blonde sands in there still. I'm guessing I probably turned up the pump a little bit too high at the end and washed a little bit in. Alright guys, we are wrapping up the first park. We didn't find too much out here. So what we did find is we got a T-handle from, looks like some kind of a railing from maybe playground equipment. A Newport butt, that's gross. A couple of plastic pieces, a piece of foil, a little bit of a barrette. This looks like it's a cap off of a trailer or maybe a fence post. We got a little bolt here. We got some Tree Huggers cannabis grape, 10 milligrams of yum yum, get you some. I don't know what you get high. A railroad spike, and then our dime is actually a 1989p. So that's all we got at this park, but we are off to our next park, so we'll catch you there and we'll see what we find at that one. And so ends another Growl Louder adventure. Please check in next week Friday for the next episode. And if you enjoyed the content here today, please consider subscribing, and let me know how your day in life is going in the comments, because we care. Remember to make your day, don't let your day make you. And until our next adventure, be inspired, be inspiring, and growl louder. Peace.